Because that's pretty much what it is, right? It keeps money safe. They are no longer even trying to sell you on Bitcoin's technology. Have you noticed that when a Bitcoin maxi talks about Bitcoin, they sound different? At first, people thought it was the technology of the future. Now they see it as a way to save money. They go there because it works every time. It keeps money safe. Okay, great. Gold keeps its value. Silver can be used to save money. It is easy to move around. Bitcoin doesn't let you do any of those things though. It doesn't let you do banks, payment systems, safe coins, tokenization, real estate, debt, or any other financial service. It's not going to happen. 7 deals every second. Visa can handle about 50,000 transactions per second at its busiest. Okay. It's clear that's a very high peak. Visa does not go below 3 to 5,000 per second, but it can if it needs to. And I think that's what we're going to do. Good morning, XRP family. How are you? XRP is doing really well right now. We're going to talk about Paul Atkins. We're going to talk about this new gathering that BlackRock was asked to join at the SEC. Here's a new video from Raoul Paul. What I got from Charles Hodkinson is new. He says he thinks Bitcoin and XRP will help Cardano grow. I got a clip of David Schwartz. At the end of this, we'll also talk more about volume and what's really going on. What's up with you guys? Let's get this started. Based on market value, XRP now ranks third behind us in ETA. Boom. Ethereum, we're going to eat your lunch. Ethereum, we're coming for you. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says that making sensible rules for the crypto business is his top priority. Pay attention to this. As chairman, one of my main goals will be to create a sensible regulatory framework for crypto asset markets. This framework should set clear rules for the creation, storage, and trade of crypto assets while also keeping bad people from breaking the law. Having clear rules is important for protecting investors from fraud, and one of the best ways to do this is to help them spot scams that break the law. For those who don't live in the US, what is the biggest problem with the crypto market right now? It's a scam. It's a scam because every day you wake up and trade in this market, you could lose all of your money if you make the wrong choice. That needs to change right away. I don't think a lot of people who buy in the stock market have the same problems with con artists. So it would be great if the SEC worked with other groups around the world to really crack down on fraud and dishonesty. I'm not interested in the crypto market, but I like it when the SEC, especially the head of the SEC, says that digital assets are an important part of their job. They care a lot about it. Paul Atkins will do what he needs to do. This is also great to see that Paul Atkins knows about Ripple technology and has ties to it. As of today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, this has already taken place. The SEC is going to have a crypto meeting with BlackRock, Fidelity, Nasdaq, and other companies. The fact that some of the biggest names in the business are starting to work with this group is amazing. I don't see a way forward where Ripple isn't present at some of these events and taking part with other multi-billion-dollar companies in this field. Now you can lock in. This is the important one. Now is your chance to get rich. Pay close attention. This is the important one. Now is your chance to get rich. And not only can you get rich, but this type of product has always gone up in value the fastest. Can catch up very quickly. To begin that trip, all you have to do is join in. However, it will make things fair for a huge number of people. From my point of view, it will grow from a $3 T asset class now to a $100 T asset class in 10 years. That means we're only 3% of the way there. To put it another way, that means $97 trillion will be made. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money. It's not like bankers or tech billionaires. Just so you know, Binance has 260 million users. You could now help 260 million people make changes in their lives. That's a big deal then. All over the world, there are 500 million crypto accounts. You can change the lives of 500 million people. And if you talk to CZ or anyone else, they'll say, we want 1 billion people, 2 billion people. That's why this is such a big deal. It's also a big deal because money is becoming available to people. When you talk about stablecoins, RCC, I'm like, what about stablecoins? He said I couldn't tell how big they were going to be. Some people really want US dollars badly, but he and most of us didn't know that. In the past, you needed to be able to get to a big bank to get dollars. You could also get small amounts of dollars. People couldn't save in it though. They also couldn't get dollars for someone in Southeast Asia. Now all of a sudden they can get it right away on their Binance app and send US dollars to someone else. That's a huge change for everyone. A lot of people's lives have been changed by some really big events. This clip says a lot. A lot of people, especially those who watch my show, know how important the next 5 to 10 years will be for you. Yes, the wealth you get today will last for generations. It's that easy. Just make sure you back the right project, tech, or business. And if that company really does change the way things are moved around the world, your life will never be the same again. Yes. And if you get 10 million, 50 million, 100 million, or more, people will ask you how you plan to spend that money. Yes. Then what are your next steps? I don't think 500 million people in the world have crypto, though. It looks like there are 500 million users. I also believe that many people have more than one account on more than one market and more than one wallet. Okay. Along with XRP, there are about 6 million banks. For myself, I have 5 or 10 different XRP wallets. I'm sure you'll have a lot of wallets if you have an app on your phone, a journal, a treasure, a Coinbase wallet, or anything else. So XRP might only have an effect on a few million people around the world. That's not a lot of people. It's coming though. Okay, this is David Schwartz answering a question about where he thinks the value of XRP will go in the next few years. This is Apex 2024. They're about to do Apex 2025. We'll have clips from that. Our first question is about what will really make XRP valuable, especially when it comes to cross-border payments and banking use cases. Yes. The question is shown on the screen for all of you. I think the main thing that will keep XRP in the lead is the advantage put on the Rex Pledger. XRP's the only coin that can be used to pay for things. Every account can only get this code. When pathfinding, the payment engine always looks for XRP supply first, and the order book automatically bridges XRP. Because of this, order crossing gives XRP liquidity more weight than other types of liquidity. On the XRP system, XRP will always have a special place as a way to get money quickly. But our first question is about what will really be pushed. Let's keep going. Some other things. It's very interesting to hear Charles Hodkinson, the founder of Cardano, talk about what he thinks will make people use the Cardano environment. I was shocked when I heard this, but pay attention. We think that XRP and Bitcoin will be our main sources of growth over the next 5 years. Yes, because we can help them, which is good for everyone. Yes, please, let's go. I love hearing that. I'm all for anything that can make XRP platform or Cardano do better than Ethereum. I don't think Ethereum is as useful as it used to be. I think there are a lot of Layer 1 and Layer 2 projects that work better than Ethereum's. Anyway, let's go. Remember that if XRP goes up in value, the answer will go up in value too because it makes the network more liquid. XRP can be worth more than other cryptocurrencies, it says. When XRP was worth more than $2.50 per token at the start of 2018, Chris Larsson, Ripple's co-founder and former CEO, was one of the richest people in the world because of his XRP escape. Additionally, if XRP goes up in value, the answer will become more valuable because it makes the network more liquid when XRP goes up in value. It is possible for XRP to be worth more than other currencies. That's what Matt Hamilton said in 2018. You also have the fact that when you look at the world as a whole, you start to hear the same thing from everyone who knows what they're talking about, right? Now is the time you need to pay attention. Look at this. The biggest change coming to financial services is Bitcoin, which is taking people's attention away from it. I think AI is going to be the other big change there. There's also a lot of talk around FX and other things. But when you get to the basics of the tech, it does 3 things. One reason is that it lets you pay. For the second reason, smart contracts can be built into the coin. Third, it has a source of truth since it's a general record. At moment, the biggest distraction is people who think Bitcoin is the way to get out of debt. When you compare what Bitcoin can do to XRP, Cardano, XLM, Algorand, or Hatebar, it is clear that it is not even close. You're talking about the new way of doing money, and on the other hand, Bitcoin, which is a collectible,